Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. Ang ating pag-usapan ngayon ay si Erwin Erich Sylvester Tulfo. Ang meron sa kanya ng pag-usapan natin ay yung aking ginawa na pinalakas ko na petition na kuwaranto kung tawagin. At yung pong petition ko po ay pinalakas ko sapagkat napwersa po ako. Napwersa ako dahil yung aking unang petition na binigay ay binasura ng Senate Electoral Tribunal. So kung binasura nila, ang rason na binigay ng Senate Electoral Tribunal ay ang wala daw sufficiency in form. So, anong ibig sabihin ng walang sufficiency in form? Pag tinignan mo yung listahan ng procedure ng Senate Electoral Tribunal Rules of Procedure, lalagay po na walang sufficiency in form, number one, kung hindi ako nagbayad ng filing fee. Ngayon, may nagbayad naman ako ng filing fee na 60,000 pesos. So, walang problema sa filing fee ko. Pangalawa ay kung wala akong legal standing, kung hindi ako pwede magsampa ng kaso sa kanya, meron naman akong karapatan magsampa sapagkat ako po ay registered voter. Sapat na po ang pagiging registered voter. At ang pinag-usapan po na kuwaranto ay ang kwalifikasyon ng isang politiko na gusto maging senador. At nakalagay po yan sa Section 3, Article 6 ng ating Constitution na walang sinuman ang maaaring uupo bilang senador kung una, hindi siya 35 years old. Number 2, kung siya ay hindi natural-born Filipino. So, diyan tayo. Marami pang ibang qualification na hinahanap, pero diyan lang muna pag-usapan natin. So, ngayon, pag tiningnan mo, ang aking kuwaranto, inusisa ko, nabanggit ko po ron na siya ay binigyan ng US passport, si Tulfo. So, ang US passport, nag-apply siya ng pagka-US, kumuha siya ng US passport noong 1991. Ibig sabihin, pag nag-apply po siya, ang ibig lang po sabihin nun ay talagang alam niya na bibigyan siya iniisip niya na bibigyan siya ng passport. Although ang pangalan na ginamit niya ay hindi kanya. At ang katotohanan pa, nag-imbento siya ng Certificate of Live Birth. Ang Certificate of Live Birth niya nakalagay doon ay pinakilala niya sarili niya na siya ay si Erich Sylvester Tulfo. At ipinanganak noong December 30, 1965. Hi, magandang hapon po, Edgar Nacion. So, ngayon, maiba muna tayo sandali. Katanong, bakit sa dinami-dami ng pangalan na pwedeng imbentuhin, bakit ang pinangalan niya sa kanyang sarili ay in-apply niya na peking pangalan niya ay Erich Sylvester Tulfo? Ito po yung rason. Ang tatay niya po na taga Batak, Ilocos Norte ay sundalo. Napadpad yan sa Davao Oriental bilang isang Philippine Constabulary Officer at nakapag-asawa sa nanay niya na anak ng Hapon, si Miss Tisiba. So, siya naman, ang tatay naman niya, ang buong pangalan ng tatay niya ay Ramon Sylvester Tulfo. Kaya po, yun ang dahilan kung bakit pinangalan niya ang sarili niya na si Erich Sylvester Tulfo. So, magandang hapon, Ernesto. Wag ngang makulit vlog, DDS ka kasi ano problema mo kung DDS ako? Masuportahan ko Duterte kaysa DDH ka, diehard Duterte haters. Kinakampihan mo mga pagnanakaw ni Bongbong Marcos. Ha? Pinagkakampihan mo yung mga kagaya kay Risa Hontiveros. Okay, tikampihan mo yung mga kumakampi kay BBM, alam na nila nagnakaw, tapos kakampihan mo. Ano ka ba? Pilipino ka ba, Ernesto? Anyway, sinasabi ko lang, Ilagay mong apelido mo para magkaalam-alaman tayo. Hindi kagaya kay Edgar Nacion, nilagay mong apelido. So dito ngayon, diretso tayo. Sa aking reklamo po, ay sinasabi na wala sa forma. Una, kung wala kong bayad sa filing fee. May bayad po ako, 60,000 pesos. Pangalawa, kung ang basihan na ginamit ko ay wala, hindi ganun. Paano ko ba kinikwento? So, kinwento ko na siya ay nag-apply ng passport sa Amerika noong 1991. At nag-apply ulit siya noong 2001. Pangalawa, renewal yon. Nag-apply ulit siya noong 2011. Pangatlo, renewal yon. 10 taon yan ha. Nag-apply ulit siya ng pang-apat na passport noong August 2021. So, more 30 years siya naghawak ng US passport. Although hindi sa pangalan ng Erwin Tisiba Tulfo, kundi sa pangalan ng Erich Sylvester Tulfo. So ang tanong ngayon, dahil lang ba sa paghawak ng passport, pwede na ba natin sabihin siya na Amerikano siya? Yan ang mga tanong. Siguro, inanalyze ko, maaring sa ganitong sitwasyon ay hindi tinanggap ng Senate Electoral Tribunal ang aking argumento kasi nga, ang katotohanan, hindi naman si Erich Sylvester Tulfo nag-apply ng tinatawag na citizenship sa Amerika. Kung hindi, ang totoong nangyari, nameke siya. Pinalabas niya na Amerikano siya na hindi naman siya Amerikano. Sa pamamagitan ng pag-imbento, inimbento niya lang sa totoo lang ang kanyang birth certificate na ang pangalan ay Erich Sylvester Tulfo. So, sa mata ng Amerika, nagkasala po siya sa tinatawag na falsification. Pamimiki sa mga dokumento. Biro mo, passport pa. At dahil din dyan, actually, hindi na ginamit niya rin ng birth certificate na peke, nag-apply din siya ng pagiging sundalo. Mabuti na lang, hindi siya tinamaan ng bala. Na ipadala siya doon sa First Iraq War, no? Sa 1991 na gera. Pinadala siya doon. Buti na lang hindi siya tinamaan ng bala. Siguro kaya hindi siya tinamaan ng bala, siguro ginawa siyang tagaluto ng pagkain, nandun sa kusina, wala siya sa gera. So anyway, ganon ang binanggit ko sa kanya na bilang, ang karugtong nun sinabi ko, ang mga bagay na hindi pwedeng labagin ng direkta ay hindi rin pwedeng labagin na indirectly. Yan ang sinabi ko ron. Tapos sa mga sagot ni Erwin Tulfo na sinumiti ko rin ang mga sagot niya na kung saan inamin niya na nag-apply siya ng US passport at nabigyan siya ng US passport. So nakakaiba no? Naging honest din siya namang inamin niya kasi wala, huling-huli na eh. Napilitan siya mag-amin. Ngayon, saan niya ba inamin una yan? Inamin niya nung una yan noong siya'y tinalaga ni Bongbong Marcos na DSWD Secretary. Ngayon, kung DSWD Secretary ka, ay dapat kang i-confirma ng Commission on Appointments. Ngayon, sa pagkumpirma, isusumiti mo lahat ng detalye sa buhay mo pag ikaw secretary. Pati birth certificate niya. Dayon, yun siya nagkaroon ng obligasyon na ipakita niya na siya ay dapat Pilipino kasi hindi pwede na hindi Pilipino ang magiging sekretary ng DSWD. So napilitan siya. Ang ginawa niya, noong June 27, 2022, pumunta sa US Embassy, sinuko niya ang kanyang pasaporting Amerika. Nakalagay Erich Sylvester Tulfo. At pagkatapos, nagsumiti din siya ng birth certificate niya bilang ang pangalan ay Erwin Tisiba Tulfo na pinanganak sa Tacloban City. Siguro pinanganak siya doon Tacloban. Yung tatay niya noon siguro naka-assign sa Leyte bilang Philippine Constabulary Officer. So, dahil doon, kinansila ng US Embassy ang passport na nakapangalan kay Erich Sylvester Tulfo. At ayon sa interview sa kanya, binanggit niya na humingi din siya ng advice doon sa sa kwan sa mga immigration officer ng USA doon sa embassy sa Manila na kung anong gagawin niya, magre-renounce na siya ng US citizenship. So sinagot siya ng immigration officer ng Amerika, sabi niya, ay hindi ka pwede mag-renounce sapagkat hindi ka naman Amerikano. Ikaw po ay Pilipino. Yan ang sagot sa kanya. Sa pinanghawakan niya yun. So, ibig sabihin, pinanghawakan niya yun at ang depensa na ngayon, oo na nagkamali ako, gumawa ako ng krimen na falsification. Pero hindi yan ibig sabihin na nawala ang pagiging Pilipino ko. Yan ang argumento niya. Hindi ako Amerikano. Ganun ang argumento niya. So, nakita ko yung mga punto na yan na maaring iyon ang dahilan kung bakit binasura ang aking reklamong kuwaranto. So, napilitan ako ngayon mag-isip ng malalim. So, ang ginawa ko sa ngayon, pinalaliman ko na ngayon ang aking statement. Dinugtungan ko ang aking petition for kuwaranto at dinagdagan ko ng salita na ganito. Totoo, hindi ikaw si Eric Sylvester Tulfo. Totoo, ang pangalan mo ay Erwin Tisiba Tulfo. Totoo na hindi nag-apply ng citizenship ng Amerika si Erwin Tulfo. At kung meron man si Erich Sylvester Tulfo naman, nagpanggap lang siya na Amerikano. Yan ang pangyayari. Ngayon, totoo rin, inamin niya rin na nanumpa siya, pumasok siya sa US Army. At nanumpa siya noong 1988 na ipagtanggol niya ang bandila, bansa ng United States of America. At nanumpa rin siya ng allegiance. Ang tawag yun, allegiance. Oath of allegiance of a soldier. Kasi kahit saang sundalo sa buong mundo ay mayroon talagang oath of allegiance na magiging tapat ka sa bayan na kung saan ikaw ay sundalo. So, nagano siya? Kuha siya ng panunumpa ng katapatan para sa bansa ng Amerika. So, nilagay ko na nanumpa ka, ilamin mo sa pagiging sundalong Amerikano. At nag-apply ka rin ng pasaporte 4 na beses. So, sinabi ko, yung itong ginawa mo ay at least yung mayroon nakalagay sa Constitution natin, Article 4, Section 5, na nagsasabi, dual allegiance is inimical to the country. At yung mayroon ding batas na nakalagay sa Omnibus Election Code na isa sa pagtanggal na hindi ka pwede ma-elect o mahalal ay yung disloyalty to the Republic. So nilagay kong disloyalty to the Republic ang kanyang panunumpa at ang kanyang pag-apply ng pasaporte. So ganun, na-create ko na ngayon ang idea na dahil gumawa ka ng mga kasalanan ganun, kailangan mo pa rin na mag-renounce para klaro. I-renounce mo ang pagiging Amerikano mo kung ikaw ay naging Amerikano. Dahil yan lamang po ang paraan para yung dating mga dual citizen ay pwedeng magpahalal sa Pilipinas. Dual citizen ng Japan at Pilipinas, kailangan gagawa siya ng sinumpaang salaysay na inaayawan niya na ang pagiging citizen ng ibang bansa at gusto niya maging citizen ng Pilipinas. Yan po ang tinatag na renunciation. At kung ma-renounce mo na, iparehistro mo yan sa embassy kung saang bansa ka ay dating citizen. At iparehistro mo rin yan sa bayan o syudad o lungsod kung saan ka ipinanganak na nandoon ang iyong birth certificate. Ganun lang ko kasimple yan. Kay Erwin Tulfo, hindi niya ginawa. Wala siyang renunciation na ginawa. At ang kanyang dahil dyan, ay kailangan ay ikonsidera siya na wala siyang citizenship. Hindi ko sasabihin kahit hindi ka na Amerikano, pero dahil sinauli mo yung passport mo, pero hindi ka ba na rin Filipino citizen. Hindi mo pa nabawi ang Philippine citizenship mo. Nang dahil sa ginawa mo na panunumpa sa allegiance o katapatan bilang sundalo ng Amerika. Yan ang dinagdag ko na argumento. So bilang hindi Pilipino, hindi ka pwedeng magiging senador. Kita mo? Sa tingin ko, more sensible talaga ang argumento ng ganon. So naka-statement na. So klarong-klaro na statement. So hiningi ko sa Senate Electoral Tribunal na ikonsidera ang aking pagdagdag ng reklamo at tatanggapin bilang isang sapat na petisyon para magtumuloy ang kaso ko na kuwaranto laban kay Erwin Tulfo. So ngayon, pag tumuloy yan, sinisiguro ko po na mananaig na tayo dyan. At kung mananaig tayo, sinisiguro ko na si Tulfo ay matatanggal bilang senador. At dinugtong ko pa pala, sinabi ko na siya ay nanalo sa halalan dahil popular siya at siya ay nanumpa bilang senador at siya ay tinanggap niya ang opisina at hanggang ngayon siya ay senador at matatapos ang kanyang termino hanggang 2032. So yan ang sinabi ko. Ibig sabihin, nakompleto na. Ngayon kung kompleto na, kahit hindi ko natitingnan yung ibang mga dahilan na nilagay ko. But then, yung disloyalty to the Republic ay nilagay ko pa rin ulit. Hiwalay na dahilan. Dahil siya nanumpa sa pagiging pagiging sundalo ng Amerika. Yan po ang aking ginawa. So, the others are marami akong mga siguro ipakita ko siguro yung aking ginawa. Basahin natin sandali. Dito po siya. So, yan ang aking bagong ginawa. So, ang case number ko, set case number 00125. Kasi kauna-unahan kaso. At kaisa-isa lang. So, amended petition for quo warranto versus Senator Erwin Tesiba Tulfo. Sabi ko, the petitioner, ako yun, by himself files this petition for quo warranto against Erwin Tesiba Tulfo, Erich Sylvester Tulfo, Erich Sylvester Tulfo, who was proclaimed as a winner in the 2025 senatorial elections, who took his oath to serve as a senator for the term 2025 to 2032 and entered the same office in the afternoon of June 30, 2025. So sinabi ko, jurisdiction. May jurisdiction ang Senate Electoral Tribunal. Yan, nilagay ko dyan. Siguro hindi na kailangan pa i-kwan yan. Pero dinugtong ko, naniguro ako, sinabi ko to, being an American citizenship, since in this case, the personal circumstances of the respondent suggest that he may be disqualified on the ground of his being an American citizen since the time he filed his certificate of candidacy and until today. Disloyalty to the Republic of the Philippines because he applied for a United States of America passport 4 times, joined the U.S. Army where he must swear allegiance to the USA and defend to death and stay there in the USA as a resident by virtue of the U.S. passport issued to him. So the grounds being raised by the petitioner against the respondent as basis for quo warranto are summarized. Number 1, disloyalty to the Republic of the Philippines or allegiance to the USA while at the same time being an American citizen at the time and a non-Filipino citizen because he had applied for a U.S. passport 4 times using the same certificate of live birth of Erich Sylvester Tulfo as a citizen and enjoyed all the benefits as a U.S. citizen, political dynasty, and violation of Section 1, Rule 11, lack of academic qualifications. Yan. So sa mga statement of material facts ko nilagay ko, Erwin Teshiba Tolpo, also known as Erich Sylvester Tolpo, in his United States passport, was proclaimed as a winning candidate for senator in the 2025 national election. Tolpo took his oath of office and entered upon the duties of senator on June 30, 2025, thereby placing him under the jurisdiction of the Senate Electoral Tribunal, pursuant to Article 6, Section 17 of the 1987 Constitution and Rule 18 of the set rules. Respondent's personal history establishes acts constituting allegiance to a foreign state, fortifying or solidifying his American citizenship. In 1988, Respondent Tolpo joined the U.S. Army, where he swore allegiance to defend the Constitution of the United States as follows. I, Erich Sylvester Tolpo, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me, according to regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God. In 1981, Respondent Tulfo applied for a U.S. passport under the name Erich Sylvester Tulfo. He was issued a U.S. passport based on the certificate of live birth in the name of Erich Sylvester Tulfo. In 2001, the respondent again applied for renewal and was issued a new U.S. passport under the same name. In 2011, the respondent again applied for renewal and was issued a new U.S. passport for the third time. In 2021, Erwin Teshiba Tulfo alias Erich Sylvester Tulfo was issued another U.S. passport, what would turn out his last renewal. Tapos, paragraph 19. One proof for the above stated facts is this answer memorandum filed by the respondent through his lawyer in the petition for disqualification filed by the petitioner at the Commission on Elections. A copy of this answer memorandum is attached here to as Annex A. Paragraph 21. In paragraph 50 of the answer memorandum, Tolpo admitted having been issued the U.S. passport in the name of Erich Sylvester Tolpo and that he surrendered the same to the U.S. Embassy in Manila and that the embassy revoked the same U.S. passport. Number 22. He also stated in the same paragraph 50 that he received a letter from the U.S. Embassy dated October 11, 2022, which is Exhibit C of this petition. Of this petition. A screenshot of the memorandum, paragraph 50, ito na screenshot. Pinakita ko na. Tapos, number 24. It is noted that Tolpo admitted he was issued with the American passport in the name of Erich Sylvester Tolpo, but qualified that the same did not make him a U.S. citizen by relying on the same October 11, 2022 that informed him of the revocation of the U.S. passport. There is no categorical statement in this October 11, 2022 letter that declared Tolpo as a non-U.S. citizen. It merely stated that the U.S. passport was cancelled and the cancellation of passport does not mean the cancellation of the U.S. citizenship. Although the name that was used in the U.S. passport was not Erwin Teshiba Tulfo, he is still the same person who personally enjoyed the benefits and allegiance to the USA. Number 27, acquiring the U.S. citizenship can be done through illegal means that for all intents and purposes, Tolpo has been a U.S. citizen. 28, allowing Tolpo to escape and benefit from the crime of falsification is no less than the evil of rewarding his fraudulent act. Number 29, in addition, attached here to as Annex B is a copy of the receipt issued on June 27, 2022 by the U.S. Embassy in Manila, showing that respondent Tolpo surrendered the U.S. passport issued in 2021 and the same SSSID stated above. Number 30, the same receipt shows the signature of the respondent acknowledging he surrendered the same U.S. passport. Number 31, further attached here to as Annex C is a copy of the letter of the U.S. Embassy to respondent Erich Sylvester Tolpo dated October 11, 2022, where it is stated that the U.S. government authority canceled and revoked the U.S. passport in the name of Eric Sylvester Tulfo after proving that the respondent was not Eric Sylvester Tulfo but Erwin Tesiba Tulfo. Number 32, despite being an American citizen and the fact that Section 3 of Article 6 of the 1987 Constitution prohibits any person to be a senator of the Philippines unless he is a natural-born Filipino citizen. Tulfo filed his certificate of candidacy for senator of the Republic of the Philippines. Section 3. Section 3, no person shall be a senator unless he is a natural-born citizen of the Philippines and on the day of the election is at least 35 years of age, able to read and write, a registered voter, and a resident of the Philippines for not less than 2 years immediately preceding the day of the election. Number 34, when he was proclaimed winner, he took his oath as a senator and he entered the office on June 30, 2025. He was still an American citizen because he did not execute acts renouncing American citizenship. So he did not also renounce the allegiance he swore the USA as follows. I, name, yung pagiging sundalo niya. Tapos number 36, in his certificate of candidacy for senator that he filed in October 2024, he never declared his American citizenship and that he swore allegiance to the U.S. Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and that he bear true faith and allegiance to the name, and to the same, and obey the orders of the President of the United States and orders of the officers appointed over him. Number 37, a copy of the certificate of candidacy is faithfully downloaded from the COMELEC website is attached here to us Annex D, and the same is of judicial notice to the COMELEC, which may secondarily be taken judicial notice by the Senate Electoral Tribunal, being a part of the Senate of the Philippines. Number 38, the main cause of action for this petition for quo warranto is that respondent Erich or Sylvester Tulfo is a citizen of the United States of America and is not a Filipino, and his allegiance to the USA or disloyalty to the Republic of the Philippines. Number 39, he cannot also be considered as a dual citizen who renounces U.S. citizenship because he never applied for the reacquisition of the Filipino citizenship under the Republic Act 9225. But Erwin is cheating the Filipino because he also claimed he did not renounce his U.S. citizenship, as he claimed he was not considered a U.S. citizen by the U.S. Embassy officials when he surrendered his U.S. passport and he had been using the name Erich Sylvester Tulfo. Itong pag-amin po ay ginawa niya ito sa mga interview sa kanya ni Anthony Taberna. So ito yung pinakita ko. So, number 41, Erwin said he was not allowed by the officials he talked to at the U.S. Embassy to do so because he had nothing to renounce, because Erwin Tesiba Tulfo was not a U.S. citizen and it was Erich Sylvester Tulfo who was the U.S. citizen. Yan, kay ang link naman ito sa interview sa kanya kay Erwin, kay Anthony Taberna. So 42, he admitted he was holding a U.S. citizenship in the name of Erich Sylvester Tulfo and a social security identification card under the name Erich Sylvester Tulfo and a driver's license also in the same name. 43, Tulfo personally held the Erich Sylvester Tulfo passport since 1991, an admission he made because he submitted the October 11, 2022 letter of the U.S. Embassy to the confirmation of an appointment for the hearing of the confirmation of his appointment as Secretary of the Department of Social Welfare and Development. Tapos, ito naman, ang haba na sulat yan. Inamin niya rin, sinubmit niya rin na ebidensya, so wala nang problema. Inamin niya na talaga na na-issuean siya ng 4 na beses na US passport. So in his October 11, 2022 letter, Tulfo himself acknowledged it to have received the same. It is stated in the records of the case of Erwin Erich Sylvester Tulfo with the commissioner appointments that he submitted his affidavits. Nevertheless, the petitioner moves the Senate Electoral Tribunal to subpoena the Secretariat of the Commission on Appointment to submit to the set all the records submitted by Tulfo during the hearing of his appointment as the Secretary of the SWD. The records that are being sought to be submitted are his military records of Tolpo as a member of the U.S. Army. Section 3 of Article 6 of the Constitution prohibits any person from running for senator if he is not a natural-born Filipino citizen. Because it is established that Erwin Tolpo is the same person who used the U.S. passport and the name of Rich Sylvester Tolpo, and the fact that he has not renounced his American citizenship, he is not a Filipino, at least constructively. Additionally, possession of U.S. passport and becoming a member of the U.S. Army are acts of allegiance to the United States of America, considering that he swore to the Constitution of the USA and defend the country to his death as a soldier. Any person can use any name, and the person will not lose his actual physical identity under his original name or birth name or citizenship. What is important is the fact that he has been holding a U.S. passport under the name of Erich Sylvester Tulfo. He also voluntarily told Sharon Cuneta in a television interview with him and his brothers Ramon and Rafi that he had been a member of the U.S. Army, which is a self-admission. The admission was made at this timestamp from 2018 up to 30 of the video of this Sharon Cuneta show. A copy of this video can be viewed at the link or Uniform Resource Locator. Ito na. As such, this interview of Sharon Cuneta is of judicial notice to the COMELEC for this administrative proceeding. For one to be U.S. Army member, he must either be a U.S. citizen or at least a green card holder. Of course, logic says he was a U.S. Army member using the name of Rachel Mr. Tulfo. In his defense, as he stated in his verified answer filed by him in the case, Attorney Moises Tolentino Jr. versus Erwin Tulfo, is PA case number 23001, Erwin admitted in paragraph 35 to 40 therein that he became a member of the U.S. Army. The screenshot of paragraphs 35 to 40 is yan, pag-amin. Tapos a copy of the verified answer of Tulfo in SPA case number 23001 is attached here to as Annex E. So it is noted that it is of record that he had been issued 4 U.S. passports that he had used personally in 30 years, presenting his very own person as a U.S. citizen, that he had served in the U.S. Army since 1988, where he swore allegiance that is forbidden by Section 5 of Article 4 of the Constitution, which means he at least lost his Filipino citizenship. He may have not acquired a U.S. citizenship because he did it in unprescribed and unauthorized or criminal ways. Tulfo, nevertheless, lost his Filipino citizenship in doing these acts of treachery and betrayal against the Philippines. At least Tulfo must perform an act to perfect or reacquire his Filipino citizenship by means of executing a sworn statement renouncing the U.S. citizenship that he acquired by means of illegal means and by swearing allegiance to the U.S. flag and Constitution when he joined the U.S. Army. So, Article 4 of the 1987 Constitution states, yan. So, natural-born citizens are those who are citizens from birth without having to perform any act. Pero dito, kasi mag-perform siya para matanggal, dapat hindi pa siya Filipino citizen. So, yung iba, taken together, sabi ko, the ultimate facts above constitute the fact that Tulfo is still a U.S. citizen or deemed to have lost Filipino who may not be a U.S. citizen because of the fraud in acquiring the same U.S. citizenship. But he needed to perform an act to reacquire Filipino citizenship or act of disloyalty to the Republic of the Philippines, or Tulfo lost his Filipino citizenship. He is still unlawfully occupying the office of the senator until this writing, and he must be removed at the earliest possible time because he cannot stay in the same office even a minute or second more. Again, Section 3 of Article 6 of the 1987 Constitution is very jealous, and it must not be allowed that right now. Allowing Tulfo to sit means illegal funds are going to his salaries, maintenance, operating, and other expenses in the legislative pork barrels that easily goes to high as billions. The former 18 soldiers have exposed that they have luggage of money to Tulfo when he was a congressman and after he was elected senator. So, yan po. Ang iba, political dynasty dahil nga kapatid niya ay senador. Ang iba ay kakulangan ng kanyang utak, hindi siya nag-aral pag-abogado, kaya hindi siya marunong gumawa ng tamang batas. Yan po ang ating basihan. So ladies and gentlemen, I do believe not eksakto ng ating reklamo laban sa kanya. So ito na lang at maraming salamat po sa inyo, no? At mag-ano na lang ako, magtatawag na lang ako shoutout. So si Ernesto, ano, huwag ka makulit na vlog, DDS ka kasi. Eh, ano problema mo? Kung DDS ako. Toto Kausing, please naawa ka, Tolpo. Toto Kausing, please, tuliin mo si Erwin Tolpo. Grabe na mga comment ninyo. Kay Kumaro, congrats po. Honda Vega, Toto Kausing, please maawa ka. Kausing, pangit naman. Sabihin mo pa ko, kumukalbo ako, magpa-hair follicle test ako. Di ibig sabihin, Honda Vega, pilosopo yung ginasabi mo. Kay Kumaro, Jerome Milabaho, dapat lang US citizen kasi i-reach. Marilyn Bondok, gandang hapon po, Dok Toto. So, Marlene Sweetos, magandang hapon po, sabi naman Galaxy. So, si Ontar Hage JW, mga multi-citizens, makabayan na lingkod bayan. Ontar Hage, magpakita po ng mga resibo ng katotohanan. Eh, nga resibo na nga eh. Kaso na ngayon eh. Marisa, ilaban mo sir para mabawasan ang magna sa silad. So, magna nakaw. So, Dod Zabad, kayang Ben ni Erwin Rizal Biser Tolpo. So, Marcel Sileri, watching from KSA. Romel Bingson, Naimbag Amalim, Tirador, Dr. Toto, laban lang para sa katotohanan. Tisoy, Manako, mayabang kasi yan. Daybot, galingan mo po Toto, diyan ka matatalo kay Erwin ngayon. Yakang-yaka, event yan ni Erwin Tolpo. Tapos pag nanalo ka dyan, believe na talaga ako sa iyo. Ay, magdasal tayo. Kasi ang kalaban natin may bendalo eh. Paalala lang, mahirap kalaban ang mga nasa pwesto. Natural lang yan po. Kung hindi naman tayo lalaban, ano magawa sa Pilipinas? Di ba? Wala na. Wala nang lumalaban eh. Geli Ramirez, gandang hapon po ka, Toto. Darlene Narvino, ang galing mo, Tony. Toto, ang galing mo at salamat. Nagising ka na sa katotohanan. Go, go, go. Bakit? Totoo naman ako since the beginning eh. Hanggang dyan na lang muna at maraming salamat po. Paki-like po. At para marami tayong pag sunod na vlog ko ay ma-notify kayo. Paki-like nyo lang po. Maraming salamat po.